We're hit kicking it off. Oh, and also they told me ahead of time to warn you, of course. Obviously, we're playing pre-release builds from like a week ago on debug units. Anything can happen. So it'll look better and run better probably tomorrow, but you know how it is. That's the Marvel logo, Sandra. Have you ever seen that before?
Marvel logo?
Yeah.
Oh, this might just be my first time.
I thought it might be.
Humor an old sorcerer for a moment, my king. Your father gave me that much respect, as did your father's father. Long ago,
Excuse me.
a meteor plunged into the land of Wakanda. Wakanda was not an advanced nation then. It was a group of warring tribes. The meteor brought them together because it contained the metal we now call Vibranium. Vibranium made Wakanda. With it, we advanced. We repelled outside forces. We connected with our past and our Panther God. You challenged your uncle to become the Black Panther, but you were born
I see
to
some
be
people
king.
saying, oh, this is going to be
Not all
spoilery.
can
Yeah,
do
we're playing the
both.
first 2 missions of the game. It's
Not
going to be
all
very
receive
spoilery.
past bleeding when they
If
do.
you don't want to know anything, you can wait till tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Made a difficult choice, closing Wakanda's borders when you thought your friend had died.
Oh, there's Jeff.
I do not begrudge you it, but this new threat is different. You have no idea how far these people will go to take what they desire.
Greg, I'm scared.
A corruption
Don't worry, we got this.
has followed in the wake of
We got the
Ulysses'
power of the
claw,
Black Panther. We're going to be fine.
made
Okay.
of the vibranium that keeps the heart of Wakanda beating. And that corruption is spreading. Only one man now stands in its way. You.
Boom. Title screen. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, I can breathe. That was beautiful. Did you hear
Right.
that voice? Excuse
Oh, yeah.
me.
Dave Fenoy from davefenoy.com. But never
Stop
forget.
it. Stop it.
The LAN cable's connected everybody, don't worry.
We clear? Clear. Let me set the next charge.
It's a good intro. It's a good introduction to a character.
No, 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 no!
You go, Judge. Go.
I had enough of these invaders in my lane.
Majestic.
Beloved, you let him go?
Begins.
Yes, Okoye.
I could just watch
For
him
now.
stand.
Won't
I
you
know. Well,
warn
and
the
that's my
others?
thing about it,
And
right?
still
And again,
he
we're
will
gonna
be at
talk
a
over sections, so you can
disadvantage.
play it tomorrow for free and listen
He
to it
will
all you
lead
want.
me to
But like
his
for me,
friends
right, as somebody who's
and to
played
their
so much
leader.
Cap, I'm a Cap main,
Claw.
then Widow, then Iron Man in terms of my roster.
Okay, where am I? There.
Okay, all right. For the record, I play in a group of dedicated Avengers. One of them is Andrew Goldfarb. He is always Kamala Khan. All right, so
Okay,
don't
great.
worry. He's always wearing the frog hat, the Thor frog. You know what
So
I mean? 'Cause
Andrew's the best in the group is what I'm getting. Got it.
I assure you he will clip that out and that will now be his ringtone. But yeah, for me, one of the things I love, because I got to play this ahead of time for the press previews, right, is just the look of T'Challa, right? Just the fact of he's built. Look at that back. That, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he
I'm-
doesn't look like every other Avenger. I appreciate that they've gone through that. So I'm getting right to it then. Get into it. You guys see some more of his movement. And also, obviously, I think it was Simon Cardy, his preview, maybe it was Paul Tassi from Forbes, Simon from IGN, talking about how great the jungles looked. And obviously, with Crystal Dynamics' pedigree of the only Tomb Raider, it makes sense that they would nail that, but they for sure do.
I was just going to say, wow, I want to go camping.
In another fun one, I don't know how much I know you caught up on it, Sandra, but people watching, the idea that they didn't reuse assets for this. Like, there's new chests, there's new things to break open for resources. I appreciate that they went out of their way to make Wakanda feel different, because obviously, you know, its own country is walled off too.
He's coming! With me!
You know, immediately they show you new enemy types. Everybody calm down. All right, it's not a robot.
And these weapons.
Yeah, exactly, right. Here you go. Overcharged enemies. Certain enemies can become overcharged. When this happens, they are more resistant to damage and are able to perform special attacks that are only available while in overcharged state. Combat overcharged enemies with sonic gear and sonic infused attacks.
How many times must I teach them this lesson?
It's the Black Panther!
I do believe you're right. Good.
I'm gonna immediately start. I gotta start. Get my Black Panther out there.
Look at these color palettes, Greg.
I know,
Look
right?
at all these. Crystal, you guys are beautiful.
Spear that works so much like Thor's. You'll see me, obviously. This is your chance.
I thought about him for a second.
That's good enough, I guess.
Yeah. You're welcome, Chris.
What's that like for you? The fact that, like, you know, when you know, obviously MCU is so influential for pop culture now, for movies and everything else, but like that's brought Marvel up to such a level, and obviously for you to be part of that universe, to be Ms. Marvel, right? Granted from the video game thing, but in the multiverse it doesn't matter, and to be so many people's first introduction to Ms. Marvel, what was that like after, you know, launching the game?
So cool. I get hit up about it a lot, and it's really touching to see people be like, oh my god, now I'm buying all the Ms. Marvel comics. Yeah, it's very cool. And of course to know that, like, I'm somewhat related in some way to, you know, Chris Hemsworth and also, you know, Travis Willingham. I love Thor all around. So.
Listen, it's all right to like Chris Hemsworth. It's all right to like Thor. Travis Willingham is a bridge.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about
all right,
that.
we don't have to like Travis. Travis isn't here. We, you know, it's nice that Laura continues to pity him and hang out with him.
Oh, we going deep.
Oh yeah, well, for anybody that I'm that close with, it's not gonna go well for them on stream. So now, Chad, I see you popping off and liking it. Obviously, keep me posted on what you want to see. Again, like, I'm here. I can play. I can do whatever. We can jump in. We haven't looked at the new loadout screens. We haven't looked at, you know what, actually, what am I saying? Let's just jump in. Because here's one of the things. One of the other things I saw in the Twitch chat going through was You Hate Mac. And You Hate Mac said, not a single Panther skin has been a miss so far. To which I say, are you kidding me with the Panther skins? You know what I mean? Like,
also in the chat, excuse me, Greg. Also in the chat, I see someone said, I love you, Sandra. I love you too. Continue.
I'm so stoked to have the Panther helmetless skins. These are obviously, I think, the ones that are all, I shouldn't say obviously, I can look, right? Yeah, these are the ones that are all from the challenge card. So this isn't even talking about what will come to the marketplace eventually. But you get into these skins and see, I mean, like, come on. Like, and that's what I love so much about the challenge cards, Sandra, is that there's such a great, if you like the character, and let me tell you, from playing just 2 missions of Black Panther, I'm definitely going to be going for 150 on this one. Sure. I'm going to be grinding this card. I'm going to be wanting every one of these for sure.
Look at that one.
I know, right? But then, yeah, as I was talking about before, right, if you hadn't checked out any of the stuff Crystal's been putting up on playavengers.com, obviously we've redone the entire character screen. So right here, you can get into your loadouts faster, right? You can get into your skills and see what's going on there. You got your nameplate. It's all here in one thing, including the challenge card, of course. Look at him. I thought for sure I was going to be able to show this challenge card, get a bunch of, you know, upvotes on the subreddit. They're locking me out. I swear to God, Crystal, you sons. But anyways, yeah, normal stuff here. We'll get, obviously, as we play through, you'll see more.
Ooh.
Because remember, we're playing this first mission, then we're going to talk to some of the people who wrote the game. Then we're coming back for second mission. Then we're going to get into the harm room. We're going to talk to animation designers, developers. We're going to talk to the cast. We have so much more coming tonight.
Look at this outfit. It's so sleek. I like the classic.
Oh, dude, just the basic one they made. Yeah, it's so grateful to use.
Look Look at you flipping. Look at you.
I've never been big on the
Throwing.
parry, and I know that so many people's builds require that. That's just never been my thing. It's like getting knocked right in the face. But you know, it's like I'm way more about the dodge and get out of it. And I'll tell you what, the other thing for me that I find so hilarious, first off, of course, playing on stream, you always play way worse, so remember, I'm not garbage thing, is the fact that
Sure.
after playing so much of this at 150, you know what I mean, and grinding hives or going through vaults with your friends, it's so weird to come back to a character that's underpowered. And like, oh right, like I forgot what it's like to actually not have every move available for me at launch and ready to go.
Who is this like fire suit that's happening right now?
He's just one of the new guys, right? He's just one of Claw's dudes. But even then, be able to go right to the well for that and then not have it give me another.
Leave this place.
Well, leave this place. You
See-
get out.
So you can see him pinned over here with the spear.
Woo. That is a VO for the win. Listen to this person.
We can't keep this up.
We can't keep this up.
What was it like for you to record all that just in the wild VO? Like, I think when we talk about VO, you usually think about like all the scenes we see of you and Troy and everybody in ping pong ball suits getting out there doing your thing. What's it like for when they're just like, all right, cool, and now you've been punched. All right, now you've jumped off something. It's a little bit high. It's not that high.
It's so different, right, than being on the mocap stage, because you're just in the booth by yourself with the director on the other side, like behind the glass, and you've just got hundreds of these lines, and you're like, oh, what's the motivation for this?
What exactly is going on? Like, a robot just shot you. Oh,
Yeah. Am I in the jungle? Where am I?
ah. That's on me. I'm talking too much. I'm not playing right. Sorry, everybody. That's me.
Everything these
Put up the death goal.
We're making good
First of the day.
I
They
forget.
have nourished
It's on me. Well, it's because you're distracting me. I'm just talking.
We will rebuild.
And I'm getting ahead of the game standard. All right, you look at the chat. You find out what
Okay.
they're saying.
All right.
Promise you.
Beautiful combo. Yes, beautiful.
Way, Catman.
You will
Sandra, say a
regret
line.
this.
You're outnumbered.
Embiggen!
There it is. She did it. She said the thing.
You should have brought more.
See, I got 2 stacked here. Which is nice.
I can't give you guys spoilers or violate my non-disclosure agreement. Hi, Sam. Hi, Andy. Hi.
Stay down.
Yes. Oh, you love my voice. I love your voice too. Probably if I would know what your voice sounds like. But thank you. Oh, I adore you too. Oh, this is so nice. You made me look here. I'm just giggling.
Well, I have to imagine, like, especially for you make the joke about non-disclosure, but for all the projects you're working on, let alone Marvel's Avengers, for whenever you recorded, your Wakanda stuff. I guess you could tell me now. When did you record your Wakanda stuff?
A while ago I
Yeah.
started. Yeah, I'd say maybe like a year, like when yeah, like from home I did.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
one.
Well, I mean, yeah. Cool. Okay, everybody.
And then probably several months ago I did another, but in the studio.
Sure. Yeah. When things got to start getting back to normal a little bit, I can only imagine. I
Yeah.
can't wait to talk to everybody from Crystal on the stream about like what it was like making this game in a pandemic, let alone starting the game not in a pandemic, then transition to being in a pandemic, then you're working on Wakanda in a pandemic.
Okay,
Sure.
imagine you are T'Challa, but you're not in your closet.
Really feel empowered by this, but I'm sorry it doesn't feel that way. You actually.
Right.
There we go. I love this claw to the face.
This is freaking awesome.
It's very much in the wheelhouse of the Simpsons. Stop. He's already dead.
It is finished.
I can bring a jet to you to get over the
There we go.
collapsed
Now we're
tunnel.
starting. Now we're starting.
Send your force.
I'm gonna do. Obviously, as we all know, if you're new to Avengers, you're just jumping in for the first time. It becomes a gear game where you go through, you get the new thing, you equip it. But early on, let's just get our power level up. All right, I'm just gonna use the L2, hold L2, equip the best, and let's go. But jump into skills here. I feel like obviously I'm meleeing more than anything is when I really need to be working on it. But you can see what's going on here as we unlock obviously new combos for T'Challa, get in there, be able to, you know, really get in there hand to hand. That's where I strive, especially early on. Because again, if you're new, you're gonna get it all the skill points as you play through to level 50 to unlock all of this, and you don't have to worry about it.
Somebody said stop. He's already dead.
He told you.
Yeah.
I know how the internet works.
To the shield.
Stop hating me.
That is where those men will be headed.
Wakanda forever. Yes, Wakanda forever. Sandra is a goat. I prefer lambs, but you know,
I am
thank you.
sharing it with you now. Somewhat begrudgingly.
Greg, I just got an
You will
animal. I
enjoy
just got a
this,
pet.
Okoye.
What'd you get?
I got a frog.
Oh, interesting. Okay, wasn't expecting that. That's interesting.
I know,
What
nobody does.
what led you to the frog?
A friend of mine was like, "Do you want my frog?" I was like, "Sure," and I took him.
Okay, that'll do it.
Okoye,
That'll definitely do it. Yeah.
The Vibranium has spread to this part of the jungle too.
How is it moving so
So now this is
quickly?
the corrupted Vibranium. There's an event going on, obviously, when this
It
gets
must be
launched.
destroyed.
Alongside, of course, don't forget, tomorrow when this launches, you're getting that new cap skin. Can't wait.
I love these like sounds going in and out of these headphones. Makes me feel like I'm there.
Oh, sure. 3D surround sound.
This is 2021, baby. What kind of frog? It's a tree frog. He went through several names, but now his name is Frog.
Okay, I appreciate that. Was that was the name Frog when you got him, or is that just like you're like, all right, you know, I'm like just having it. I'm trying to save your life here, bro. You're just Frog.
Yeah, I didn't want to give him my identity crisis. The previous owner did not name him, so.
Well, that seems weird. You know, how did she fall into this frog life?
Yeah, he just had like a million animals, so
Okay.
I just wanted to take one off his hands.
Look at you, good Samaritan over there.
Yeah.
Now, have you thought about naming it Frog in honor of Thor?
That's a good idea. And I don't think he'll get too confused if I rename him, because it's just a couple letters off. You know what? Thank you, stream. I will rename him Frog.
Yay, everybody! We did our good deed of Avengers today.
Corruption has been destroyed and Closeman pacified. Time to open my shortcut.
I'm gonna open my shortcut.
This is a great bit.
That never gets old.
I will admit it. That was very nice.
It is not every day I earn praise from the leader of the Dora Milaje.
I appreciate how, and I know we're going to talk about this with Evan and Hannah in a second for writers, but then when we get to the voice cast too, how fleshed out and alive the universe is already for Wakanda, where it's like, you know, obviously there's a history, there's a past, there's a lineage going on here with what's been happening with T'Challa, let alone his relationship with Okoye or anything like that.
Yeah.
Start spending skill points too. I don't need that objective. I'll tell you what, after using the old menu for so long, it's very bizarre getting used to the new one.
Yeah, it is Chris Judge.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like we came out of the preview, Sandra, and I was on Kind of Funny Games Daily talking about it, and I like to think I have a good ear for voices in the industry because I know so many people, and like, you know, whenever, you know, we're talking about Dave Fennoy being in the game, whenever Dave's in a game, I know immediately. And Dave's a great actor, but I just know the tenor and where he is. But
Yeah.
if you would have let me play this and not told me ahead of time it was Chris Judge, I would have had no idea. Because obviously you're expecting that boy, you know what I mean? That like we're
Right.
down there, we're low. And he comes up so high in the accent. I can't wait to find out how him and Deborah got to the accent. Oh,
Oh my God,
Short it
Deborah. I'm a big Deborah Wilson fan.
who isn't?
Have been for some time. Yeah, of course. I see some people popping off in the chat too. Yeah, I'm a big Mad TV gal myself.
That was my thing. I remember when she started popping up in voice acting stuff. Like, oh man, from Mad TV. And now, like, you know, you play, as they talked about it in the War Table, right? You play the Star Wars game, and then she pops up, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're fantastic in this.
Legend.
Let alone how she's doing here. And we will see more of Okoye soon.
When we were watching this initially, we weren't on mic, but I was like, Greg, Greg, that's
But into
Deborah.
Black
He
Panther's
said
room.
that.
I have not seen this cave since I was training with my uncle. Like stepping into a memory.
Someone says, Greg, you remind me of Ryan Reynolds.
I'm sure a lot of other people are saying really horrible things about that comment, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
He was
No.
looking for a way in. Explosives were not a good idea.
And so this is another big, not change, I guess, but one of the things I think that makes War for Wakanda so special and what they're doing here, right, is that as we come in here again, there's all this history to it. You know, he's talking about coming through here with his uncle. He's talking about the history of the Black Panthers. You'll see in a second when we get in there a little bit more puzzly stuff, which I really appreciate. After so many months, right, of just running through and punch, punch, punch.
Past reaping the souls of Wakanda's invaders. She protects us always.
Bobo Lesto says PS4 or PS5. We are playing on a PS5 dev kit. That does mean, of course, that this is not the final build. It's as stable as it can be, and this is from a couple weeks ago. So if anything goes wrong, don't worry about it. Traditional Avengers. It wants me to go up there. We're not going up there, Sandra. All right, we're gonna come down here. We're gonna get whatever special stuff's down here. Because it's all about the loot.
Someone's got a question for you, Greg.
Lay it on me.
So I was Kamala. What if you got to act in this game? Who
Another
would you
puzzle
be?
for future Black
Interesting.
Panthers.
Of course, everyone remembers
The
me
hours
from
I
Lego
spent in this
Avengers.
room.
I was Aldrich Killian in that video game. I was Aldrich Killian that. So, Crystal, if you want to put in Aldrich Killian as a villain sector, I'm just saying I will gladly keep going. But beyond that, man, that's a great question. I mean, have we announced a Spider-Man voice actor yet? You know what I mean? Like, come on. I take photos of shirtless Spider-Man all the time. I hear he's coming to this. Spider-Man's coming to this game. Why not? You know, come on. Or just put shirtless Spider-Man in this game. So again, Sandra, we come in here. Like, what do you see? You see all these buttons, right? That's interesting. We see logos like that. That's interesting. How do you think we get in there, Sandra?
I don't know. Try to blast stuff. I don't know.
No, that's not how it is. No, we're gonna use the pads here. So we gotta match up our icons, right? So hold on, we got this weird double triangle.
I love these two colors to get this like gold and the greenish. Greg could voice Throg.
I'm sure Travis Willingham will want that too. Yes, gotta take everything from
That one I remember.
A lot of people say I gave him the idea for Critical Role.
Hmm.
I mean, they're wrong, but they say it.
Good. Moving on.
Tim Geddes from Kind of Funny did voice Throg. That is correct. And which one was that? Lego Marvel Superheroes 2? That's when I was Howard the Duck, and Kevin Coelho was, of course, the Tinkerer. Some say the defining Tinkerer role.
Perfect. If my uncle could see me now.
All right, so I got the triangles.
I love this little piano. Dun, dun.
I like the snap.
Like, yeah.
Who else would you want to be? Like, first off, like, when you got the role of Kamala, did you understand what a big deal it was at first?
No idea.
Yeah.
Till I showed up. I was like, wait, no, really.
I'm gonna be an Avengers? Yeah, how does that work? So, actually, I mean, I'm always torn of if I should keep doing all the puzzles because I don't want to ruin the game for everybody. But you are watching the stream where we play the game. I'm gonna do it anyway. So when you auditioned to be Ms. Marvel, like, did you know you were auditioning to be Ms. Marvel? Did you know Ms. Marvel was kind of like the entire story,
No.
like the linchpin of the whole thing?
I didn't know I was auditioning for a Marvel thing at all. I didn't know I was auditioning for a video game. They don't tell you. It's secret, as you can imagine. And then I didn't know what it was until literally like I showed up. They're like, you're gonna be playing Ms. Marvel. And then I did notice like there's like a cast list. And there's like a certain order, right, of like, okay, well, the lead's at number 1 and then da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, why am I not? They must have like ordered it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I knew the makeup artist really well, and she came up to me. She was like, "Sandra, you're number 1 on the call sheet. You know what that means?" And I was like, "No, girl, they messed up. That's what that meant."
You're like, I wish that was the case, but that's impossible. Why would that happen?
Yeah.
Strange to walk this as the Black Panther. My uncle did his best to prepare me for midnight
Marvel,
war.
stop it.
I hope I do not let him down.
Wait, Kevin, can people hear you? Okay.
I like your
why?
commentary.
Kevin, before we went live on this kind of funny stream, Kevin's like, they're not gonna be able to hear me, and then now Kevin's like laughing at me and making fun of me. I'm like, wait, can they be? No, he's just taunting me. Okay. I appreciate that. Ain't no thing. Look at that right through, just like the true Black Panther. Now this is cool. So you come in here, you know, you're thinking, oh, it's some kind of chest or whatever. It's not. It's a train. This is how you travel around Wakanda. I point this out because I didn't understand it when it first happened. I was like, what's going on?
Think about all this.
Grim Her Gaming says Greg got speed. Trying, man. But it's not hard. Black Panther makes it easy,
taking down Wakanda shields.
Remember, if he's just joining us, this is the War for Wakanda launch party tomorrow. War for Wakanda comes for free to Marvel's Avengers. 8 a.m. we found out Pacific time. And so today we're playing the first 2 missions. We're talking in a harm room. We're talking to the developers. We're talking to the cast. We're talking to the writers. We're behind schedule, it turns out. I looked over the clock. I was like, oh. So now I'm like, click. I'm going to start moving at a different pace. You can explore when you get your hands on it tomorrow.
What?
Having too much fun, Brett.
I know, right? We built the thing being like, oh, you know, it's this long to play through. We forgot we'd be talking to you. We'd be going through, looking at stuff.
Some kind of sharp metal drill.
Ooh, classic Avengers move. Kevin, even though people can't hear you, they're saying they like you a lot in the chat.
I think I clicked something wrong.
That's not good. What happened?
The chat, I think I clicked slow-mo.
Oh, that's activated by the mods in the chat. Probably because so many people are watching. They want to make sure it just doesn't go so much that it's nonsense. If somebody's already modded Sandra in Twitch chat, that's a bad move. Take that away. She doesn't understand the power.
You don't.
She can't take this. She doesn't know what she's doing.
I love his voice so much.
We'll be talking to Chris Judge in just a little bit. First, we're going to obviously talk to Hannah and Evan, the writers of the
Hannah and Evan. Oh, Abu. I love Abu. Yes. Brian George is quite the actor.
This room used to be for sparring with other prospective Black Panthers. To sit defiled in this way. Claw and his minions must be stopped.
I mean, I'm moving, Kev. We'll get through it. Don't worry.
If this vibranium
Question
had
for
not been
me.
refined thousands of
Hit,
years
what is
ago,
it?
it would have mutated
What
everyone
hero
who
would I like
passed.
to meet next as Kamala? And honestly, it is T'Challa. He's just so cool, and this voice, I can't wait to hear it come together. Because, like, as you can imagine, when you're doing it by yourself, you can only imagine what the other actor sounds like, especially if you don't know who the actor is. So now I know what he sounds like, and I'm so excited to see it kind of come together.
All right, so like I said, Sandra, we're running late, right? It's on me for talking to you, having too much fun. So I'm gonna go through this, but what I want to know is a really cool thing when you go, you look at these things and you kind of get the history of what's going on. But I'm gonna cheat the puzzle and just go. So Sandra, you remember 3 snowflakes?
Okay,
Pizza.
3 snowflakes, pizza.
Square with some stuff on it.
Okay.
A bug.
Bug. I'm gonna
Right,
forget
there's
all
square
of
with some stuff on it.
I will start
Nope, it
again.
wasn't square with some stuff on it. Oh, do I have to do an order? Oh, God, I forgot I have to do an order.
them. Oh, I forgot everything already.
No. 3 snowflakes. Pizza. We'll start there.
3 snowflakes, pizza.
Pizza. Then it was square with some stuff on it. We're gonna say square with wings. That's how I'm gonna say it. Square with wings,
Wings.
the bug thing.
And the bug thing. Square with wings and the bug thing.
I mean, that looks like square with wings. Yeah. Alright, then the bug thing. There's the bug
We have like 1,000 people in the chat. Y'all help him out.
thing. No, no. Oh, Sandra, that's a big Twitch no-no. You'd like to
really?
think you could look at the chat and they'd help
sorry,
you. No, no,
sorry.
no. I'm looking at you, chat, aren't I? I'm looking at you, aren't I, chat? I know how you are. I know what you do. I know what you would do there. You tell us all the wrong stuff. Don't fall for that, everybody, all right?
I'm too trusting.
There you go, Wakanda. Your first real look at it.
I am through.
And Kevin, for purposes, yeah, we're coming up pretty quick here.
The Avengers. What are outsiders doing in Wakandan airspace?
Guinea in chat. Sandra is so innocent.
I will deal with the Avengers later.
Twitch is a brave new world.
I must take
They show you guys. You show up here. You want to hang out. You love us, and then as soon as you can, though, you will screw with us.
Yeah. Someone was like, Greg, you can trust me. I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Hey, Greg.
Been burned before.
Okoye, have the Dora Milaje and the Avengers keep close men busy. Draw their attention away from the cliffside.
There won't be a problem. But if that shield comes down, they can help you.
Stop him! He can't get to the cannon!
I have it handled, sister.
Of course, I should stop and
We
fight all
don't
these
have
guys for the
much time
XP, but
before
like
they
I said,
activate the
we're
shield.
making up time here,
Almost
folks.
ready.
There's too much going on in this stream.
I love it.
Evan and Hannah are waiting right now in the wings. They don't want to see me go through and fight all these jabronis.
Yeah!
That little flip in the air. Love
So
it.
good, right? Yarjuns, is this still the first mission? This is still the first mission. Meaty missions in War for Wakanda.
Thanks for
Guess Claw wasn't exaggerating. Yeah. Hey, Panther Boy.
Hey, Panther Boy, excuse me? Talking to a king. Rude.
What now?
Now you
Like,
face yourself.
Crossbow action. You want this to hurt more? Wait.
Andy, who's this actor? Who is this?
Well spoken.
Crossbones?
No.
Yes.
I pulled out all the stops.
Gonna give him a call. Excuse me.
Strange choice for your last words, crossbones.
Damn it!
Looks like you can only shield one thing at a time. Your cannon is unprotected.
Oh, Greg.
This is hilarious.
Keep
We're
that.
making moves. We're making moves.
Yes.
The cannon.
Kick it.
That's on me. That's on me, everybody. And also, you know what? I probably need loot here, don't I? Yep. Bam. There we go.
Bam.
We gotta hit him with everything we got, Sandra. We can't be out there.
Yeah.
Lower level.
We're not messing around. This is Avengers.
Oh, lay off!
As you wish.
Doesn't look like you're getting through.
Sandra, is there anyone you like working with? Yeah, everyone is great.
Listen, we all know Troy Baker, not a cool dude. Is there any one person that was actually nice on the set?
No, yeah. I love Brian George so much, the man who plays Abu. So great. Also,
You guys had such a great relationship on
You
screen.
know how to run from it at least.
Also, Usman Ali, who played MODOK, like, that guy is incredible, like, an incredible actor. Watch him on TV.
What's he on?
Beep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Becoming a God. In Sandra, I think I belongs on pizza. No, I don't hate it.
You are not Wakanda.
You're gonna do this all day.
Okoye, the cannon is down.
Get him.
Looks like he lives another day, Sandra.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna kick your butt.
Bring the Avengers to the palace.
Prince Mufasa says suicide question mark?
Nah, he got
There
he
we
fought
go.
himself. Jeff! Nolan! That's
Everyone wants me to parry. I just don't do it ever. I just roll. Yeah, I think it's a visual glitch, like I said. Pre-release code, right? And it's also, there it goes, pop. Yeah, I think it's just that.
Good. Because he wants to see you.
I'll parry in the next section, I swear for you guys.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. This is a great point.